Hello, y'all. Hard to hear coming back from a bit of a hiatus. Life was getting a little much. Mental health tanked a little bit, but like life is kind of in order. Mental health is kind of back on the upswing, so I figured I'd kind of bring y'all back some little more content. So I got an Arceus hunt set up for y'all. We can do that today. I have a Zygarde God Path that I have mostly proven out. Need a couple more runs just to iron out the details, but that's pretty solid. So if we get enough people, we could run that. But otherwise, yeah. Glad to be back. Hopefully we get a couple people popping in. Hey, Ty, welcome on in. Hope we're doing well, bud. But yeah, let's see. I think that's it for my little intro. So yeah, let's just go ahead and get started on the hunt. So we have the Arceus. I actually put in some rare balls. It's matched the event that happened at launch. So my goal is to get a rare ball Arceus. Like friend ball, love ball, any of those. Like if I can get it in one of those, I'll be happy. Any one of those. Doing okay? Hope we're doing well. Glad to hear it. Glad to hear it. And no Arceus on the first check. Bummer. Hey, Rosie. Welcome on in. Hope you're doing well too, bud. You have to complete the Legends Arceus quests for the Shiny in BDSP. Well, first off, welcome on in Dex, and I honestly don't remember. My Legends Arceus playthrough is done. But I think you need to have clear data of BDSP. Actually, you might need clear data of Arceus. Maybe someone can answer that for you. I honestly don't remember. Playing Last of Us, how am I? Not bad, Rosie, not bad. Like, it's been a wild few months. Like, I had my own set of like college apps and everything to go through, so that definitely took up a lot of time. But yeah, other than that, kind of getting back in the swing of things, yeah, pretty good. But hey, Dark Litten, welcome on in, and thanks for confirming that. Yeah, so I guess you do need to fully complete Arceus before you can get the Shiny Arceus in BDSP. That's good to know. Not feeling like DA isn't just popping in today. All good, Data. Welcome on in. Well, it doesn't sound like you're doing the best, but I hope you can get on the upswing soon, bud. Hey, the Betrayed, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well too, bud. Oh, and Data, you're confirming it. You do need to be Arceus in Legends Arceus to get it in BDSP. Got you. Yeah, I did that years ago, so I honestly couldn't remember. I just had the Azure Fluid in my inventory already. You did beat the game? Oh, I think for the Arceus, we're not talking about the side quests, we're talking about the main quests. Like, you need to get all the way to Arceus, but you don't need to take the Shiny Ponyta, or that Wormhole, or the Big Weasel, or anything like that. Just anything that's in the main plot. Oh, just not feeling like DAs lately? Gotcha. Hey, Snivy, welcome on in. Yeah, it's been a bit. Yeah, but I'm doing pretty well. College apps kind of wrapped up. I did not look at that Arceus. Not shiny. But yeah, college apps wrapped up. Mental health's kind of on the upswing. So yeah, I figured I'd bring you all a little more content now. Yeah, Dex. So you could, so how you would know is you could pick up the Azure Flute in your house. Thank you, Snivy. I'll turn that down. Let me know if that's a little better. So yeah, you need to get to the point where you fight Arceus and Legends Arceus, but any of the side quests you don't need to do. Fair on this bus day? Fair. I think we're all hanging in there, kinda. I know there's a lot of my friends have a lot of stuff going on. Like, I just got through a phase of having a lot of stuff going on, so completely get that. Hopefully fair means things will be on the upswing soon. Four-month Persona obsession. Oh, dang, Snivy. Oh, Data, you're fine, you're fine. Yeah, I missed a lot of streams myself just because I was busy, college apps, mental health, all of that stuff really wrapped things up. 4-month Persona obsession, yeah, though, like, I need to get back to Metaphor. Like, that game was so good, but I've only played, like, 10 hours of it. I really want to get back into it. Playing through the terrible remix known as BDSP, I mean, my opinion on BDSP is that they're faithful to a fault. Like, they're not terrible games, they're just, they don't fix any of the problems that Diamond and Pearl had, that Platinum fixed, or anything that Platinum needed to fix. They just kind of left everything as is. What's up, Data? Very similar to Persona, but it's also its own thing. Yeah, I know. It's by the same devs. It's kind of a somewhere between Shin Megami Tensei and Persona, I know. Well, I've never played Persona, but I have played Shin Megami Tensei. But yeah, I absolutely love, like, Atlas as a developer, so I really should try out Persona at some point. Terrible is not the best wording. Yeah, that's kind of where I came in there. Like, I don't think they're terrible. They're just faithful to a fault. I think that's the best way to summarize it, in my opinion. What did I think of the ZA trailer? Honestly, I loved it. Like, I've heard mixed opinions throughout the Pokemon community, like, people wanting more. But I think it's, like, a good way to get our feet wet without revealing too much, if that makes sense. Like, I really want to wait for a lot of information until I can get the hands on the game myself. So I personally feel that Pokemon Company did a great job balancing giving us some stuff without too much. Been meaning to try it? Yeah, it's an amazing series, Dex. I've played 3, 4, and 5. I don't think I've cleared any of them yet, but I've loved all the stuff I've played of them. And yeah, I absolutely love the battle system too. You can actually do anime dodges now, which is amazing. Anime dodges, like standing in the middle of attacks in PLA. I mean, you can actually, like, because it looks like you could make the Pokemon move around at will in the battles, so you could literally, like, instead of saying Pikachu dodge, you could just have Pikachu move out of the way like it's in the anime, which is basically the same thing as saying Pikachu dodge. Oh no, Data. Just gonna take him to attack to the face. Well, that Persona 1 and 2 are basically side games in Shin Megami Tensei. By the time P4 came out, it was like be its own thing. Yeah, like, I know there's the P3 Reload that I never played. P5 has a pretty solid one out. I don't know if P4 is P4 Golden. Yeah, I don't know if there's a way to get P4 Golden right now, but yeah, I definitely would want to look into that. Hey, Mia, welcome on in. Hope we're doing well, bud. Unfortunately, not really fond of the buggy D-makes. Dang, Dex. Okay. Thank you, Sniper Fan. I'll have to look into that. But yeah, now that we have a couple more people in, if anyone is interested in switching to Zygarde DAs, I have a decent path. It's going to require 3 or 4 people, so I'm not going to do it unless we have people who are actually interested in it. I could definitely stick to Arceus for the whole stream if no one really wants to do DAs, but yeah. If anyone wants to switch to Zygarde, I could definitely pop over to Shield and pop up that path. Been great. Day has been eventful. Grateful to have made it through and helped those afflicted through it as well. Oh, that's a good way of looking at it, Betrayed. Yeah, I mean, I'm sorry today. Doesn't sound like the events have been the best. And I'm glad you got through it, and it looks like you have a really positive outlook on it, so that's the important thing. Switch 2 brings back themes. Oh yeah, those are so cool on the 3DS. It's a shame they took those out for the Switch. It's just light and dark mode on this. You don't have Sword and Shield, dang. Working on your book a lot more lately, almost done. Maybe not published until 2 more. Up to you, Data, up to you, but I'm sure... Well, I'm sure you could get your book to, like, people who are interested in, like, I know there are platform... Actually, I'm not super familiar with that, honestly, but I'm sure there are platforms you can get your books out without publishing, just, like, through online reading sites. I guess plagiarism might be a concern there, so be careful with that. But, yeah. If you want to get your books out there, I'm sure there are ways even without publishing. You don't have NSO, but you do have Sword. Gotcha, Dex. Gotcha. Yeah, you need NSO for that, and I don't. I actually had a free trial of it, like, but then I realized I could stack it on my own account, so I just stacked it on my own account. Games on Kindle is your choice so far? Gotcha, Data. Gotcha. The hate on the starter choices in ZA. It's a bit weird, but not terrible. Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely drawn to Tepig the most out of the 3. Like, whenever I do Black, White, Nuzlocke, I always pick Tepig, which has given me a bit of an affection for it. But yeah, like, Totodile's a really cute one, too. I hear that one getting a lot of love. And then there's Chikorita definitely needs a buff, so it would be cool if it gets something like... I've heard rumors, like, it's getting, like, what, Disarming Voice or Fairy Wind, which making people speculate it's a fairy type now. Which I don't know if I buy into, but that would be cool if it does happen. Cross between Chikorita and Totodile? Gotcha, gotcha. Chikorita fan right there. Gotcha, Dex, gotcha. It better get a Mega, yeah. It would be a shame if they brought back Megas, only to not give the starters Megas. Hey, Shell, welcome on in. Hope we're doing well, bud. Yeah, Shell, it's been a bit for me. Like, I had college apps and just a mental health tank, so that's kind of where I've been. But yeah, getting back into the swing of things in college now, so that's going to be squared away for next year, which is really nice. Yeah, but that's just me. How are you doing? Megas for Tepig, Chikorita, and Totodile. Sadie, Samurott, and Cyndaquil need a Mega, just retcon. Oh, we'll go back to PLA and put Megas in there too. Sure, why not? Actually, that's a fair point, Dex. That is a very fair point. The XY starters all didn't have Megas. Grass Fairy wouldn't be terrible for Meganium. Not super OP, but that would definitely make Chikorita more useful. Because Fairy is just a really solid type in general. Like, it probably wouldn't become Tapu Bulu or anything, but it'd still be pretty strong. Life's been a lot, but getting through it day by day. Alright, that's fair, Shell. That's fair. You definitely take it easy, bud. Don't put too much on your plate. Battlebond, Delphox, and Chestnut? Dang. Yeah, like, they definitely favored Greninja with that a lot. It's a shame that Delphox and Chestnut don't have much. Because Greninja is both Protean and Battlebond. It's just really strong because of either one of those abilities to be strong, and the unpredictability factor of it having either. Geez, that thing is Busted. You wanted Tigreal to be useful? That's funny. I mean, actually, Snivy. I watch a lot of Pokemon competitive video history, like competitive history videos, and apparently Meganium was better than Feraligatr, in the competitive sphere at least, in Gen 2. Nowadays, that's definitely not true, but in Gen 2, apparently that was true. Didn't they nerf Battle Bond? I think they got rid of the Ash Greninja form, but I think it still gets the stat changes. I think that's how it works. Don't care if they nerf Battle Bonds, you just want to see new forms? Well, considering they took out Ash Greninja's form, even if they do a Battle Bond buff for the other two, they're probably not getting a form at this point. Yeah, Snivy, I think you did mention that, yeah. How is that going for you? Well, I don't know how that would work because I don't know Persona 3 that well, but that sounds really cool. JRPG is already hard enough. Nuzlocke rules and merciless mode. Dang. That would go hard. Dada, you're a good writer. Don't sell yourself short, bud. What Pokeball are you going to catch a shiny Arceus in? Good question, Dex. And the answer to that is whatever it stays in. Because there was an event when this game launched. I didn't get this event, but I have ways of getting the balls, so I perfectly replicated the event. So I have 2 of each Apple Ball, and my goal is to try to get it in one of those 14 total Apple Balls. So I guess the good answer is any of the 7 Apple Balls could be whatever it stays in. And if that means I need to reset Shiny Arceus to get it in an Apple Ball, I actually might. I'm not sure yet. For the Duck Unrivaled, Well, my plan for the Skeldurge Unrivaled, at least my first plan didn't work. So I wound up with like a support Samurott that actually went pretty hard. But for the duck, I haven't really planned anything yet. It's a physical water fighting type. Let me think. That actually might be fun to brainstorm over this stream. Physical water fighting type with Moxie. So you don't want it getting KOs for sure. Is Maractus even in the game? Because that's a grass type with water or storm drain, so that would be pretty funny. God, me grapes, the duck song. Nice. You want to Trick Rumor? That could also be very helpful. Because if it has whatever that Aqua Step is, or whatever that move is, it's going to be boosting its speed a lot. Although it is a duck, so it might have flying coverage, like maybe acrobatics. Well, Malamar is neutral to fighting, so that's not the worst thing. Although I don't see it debuffing stats on your side. At least not much. Although, the problem with grass types would be the acrobatics possibility, so that would be a pretty tough sell. Well, there's Lantern with a water absorb and electric coverage. That might be decent. Maybe bring in, like, a Miraidon because that has the water resist with the dragon typing. Yeah, maybe some combination of, like, Lantern and Miraidon could go hard. Something to play in your free time because a lot of spoiled the game in its mature series. Gotcha, Snivefan. Gotcha. I feel like Alolan Raichu might go hard. Yeah, pair up Alolan Raichu with Miraidon and you get that speed boost and you're actually going first. I forget what the name of the electric zap or the electric draining move is, but that could go hard on like a fast Alolan Raichu. I don't even know if Alolan Raichu gets that move, but that could be cool. Oh boy, the Whooper jump scares are coming back. Forgot about that. Although, unironically though, Quagsire might be decent since it gets Water Absorb and, well, it can't have both at the same time, but Water Absorb or Unaware could both go hard on, Quaquaval. Put in a Dive Ball, whatever the case may be. Gotcha, Data. Gotcha. Oh yeah, if you can manage to set up Cosmic Powers, it would take a little while, and it's only neutral to stored power, because it's a pure water type in the Terra Raid. But Cosmic Power, Stored Power could still go hard. How dare you forget Whooper Jump Scare? I'm sorry, I'm sorry. Would Clefable go hard? I mean, you'd probably want Unaware in the case of it getting Moxie Boost and over Magic Guard, but maybe it's like a Life Dew Reflect Supporter. It could be decent. I wouldn't see a Clefable offense going hard, but maybe Clefable support. Metagross? Oh, the one NPC that just spams Cosmic Power? True. Yeah, that one guy in the Sword Shield raid Density is awful. And Metagross, I mean, that thing's got a lot of physical defense. It's neutral to fighting, neutral to water. It's probably not the best choice. It doesn't get Thunder Punch in that game, really. Huh. Well, I guess it's not a TM. That's usually its access. So I guess that makes sense. Pokerogue did Infernape Shinely. Ooh, nice. Is it good? Doing Zygarde DAs would be fun to watch, but can't join. Yeah, you need that Sword and Shield to do it. The second you can find gotcha data. Yeah. So we're doing Arceus checks for now, and I don't mind doing this at all. Like, heck, this is what I decided to start stream with because I knew we wouldn't have people right away. But if we do get people for Zygarde DAs, at least 2 others I can switch over. I do have a pretty decent path, so I think that with at least 2 other people we could get through it pretty easily. They go hard. Oh, nice. The rare shiny is brown with green flames? Yeah, I'm not sure if I like that either. And that almost gives me like Torterra Forest vibes. Persona music all the time now. Nice, Snivy fan. Oh, why am I still calling you Snivy fan? You're just Snivy now. Epic shiny. Okay, that blue with white flame sounds pretty sick. Did I have to? I don't think I have to counter that time. Oh, I see data. I'll check that in just a sec. Get this check going. We don't talk about them anymore. Dang. Oh yeah, I'm not a fan of the green one, but the blue fire one, that thing is beautiful. The blue and white fire one. Hey, thank you for the looks, Ty. I appreciate you. Yeti energy, yeah. It's like something you might see in a like. Actually, I'd have really good camouflage in a forest. GED book to go through and study. Oh, gotcha, Snipe. Yeah, I'm kind of the same. Like, I got a few months here where I'll be pretty open. Like, once summer hits, I'm going to be doing some more band teaching, and then school starts up for me in the fall. So that'll really cut into some gaming time. Hey, Draco, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well, bud. $700-page book. Oh, no. That reminds me of... Okay, this might be spoiler alert if any family is watching now. I don't know. Sometimes, like, my sibling will, like, lurk. Like, my parents got me an SAT book back in high school, and that reminds me of that book that I, like, opened maybe twice total. Can't wait for Gen 10. It'll be wild what Pokemon does next. Dang. Still Dragonified? Yeah. Yeah, but how are you doing, Dragonified? Oh, and up the counter a little early there, but that's fine. Yeah, I just hope, like, they learn from Gen 9 and let Gen 10 cook a little longer. Because Gen 9 did not have enough time in the oven. Okay, it's like, oh no, yeah, the X going around. Hopefully you feel better soon. Hopefully it passes. Yeah, they're definitely cooking with ZA. It sounds like they've learned their lesson. Like, I was thinking about it, like, I think... Like, it feels weird to say this, but I think Scarlet Violet released late 2022, so that's 2.5 years ago at this point. 3 years would be, like, this November or so. And they're not releasing a Gen 10 game at the 3-year mark, which is nice. Oh, you have a cold? Oh, no. Hopefully it passes soon. Yeah, the X going around. The one area in SV that's textureless. Oh, no. Yeah, SV just... Between the texture issues and the lag issues... That game just needed some more time to cook. Like, I have nothing else to say about that. It just needed more time to cook. 142, 150, nice, Dragonified, nice. Yeah, I don't know what I'm at, honestly. I haven't done any of... Well, I haven't finished any of the dexes yet, I should say. Because I have, like, a general living dex, but I don't have a game-specific living dexes yet. Fill it with something, dang. ZA is a Switch game. Well, not always data. Like, Odyssey was a little late. Sunshine and 64 were both launched or pretty close to launch. Actually, no, I don't even think Sunshine was launched. I think that was Luigi's Mansion. And then Galaxy wasn't launched. Wii U didn't have anything at launch. Or maybe it had a 2D platform at launch, the Wii U. But yeah. Where's my point going with that? I lost my train of thought, but anyway. I do agree that ZA is probably a Switch game. Maybe probably Switch only, because they did drop the Switch console logo in the teaser trailer back on Pokemon Day. That's one detail I picked up on. So it's definitely going to be on the normal Switch. That I'm positive about. Whether it's going to be on Switch 2 as a cross-platform, that I'm less confident about. When you shiny Pokemon? Gotcha, Draco. Gotcha. Yeah, I could see ZA going that way. They're not wrong, Data. Yeah, I could see ZA being like a cross-platform, which is really kind of what I was ending with there. Like, it could be both Switch and Switch 2, but it's definitely going to be at least on the Switch. Luigi's Mansion was a launch title for GameCube. Gotcha, Dex. Thanks for that. Since you last saw all the Regigigas, Swords of Justice, heck yeah, Dragonified. Sounds like you've been on that shiny hunting for a while. Good for you, bud, yeah. I have not done much shiny hunting in my hiatus. Probably my biggest catch, I did post this in Athena's Discord, but I got the shiny SOS Lapras, which is a really hard hunt. So I am proud of that, but that's the only shiny hunting I've really done since I took a break. Every console started with a Mario brand game that includes Luigi and the others. I'm still not sure if the Wii did. Because Galaxy wasn't launch, New Super Mario Bros. Wii wasn't launch. Yeah, the Wii might... Like, I don't see the pattern breaking for this cycle of data, but I don't think it's a perfect pattern. Wii Sports data, that was... Like, Wii Sports came with every Wii back in the day. Crown Tundra Dex and you got Keldeo? Heck yeah, Dragonified. That came much later, Dex. The original Wii Sports is both the first game and the bestseller. I had good memories with Wii Sports. Like, that was back in my, late elementary days. Already put ZA in the eShop, even though we have no release date. I mean, game devs do that. It's nice that they at least have confirmation that it's going to be on the system, at least. Any games you're considering streaming? Yeah, Betrayed. I'm planning on going to, what? More, probably branching out to more RPGs. I don't think I'll stay too far to that sphere. But I'm definitely looking into, Zelda, maybe some Metroid, especially if Metroid Prime 4 comes out. And then Monster Hunter Wilds. And also I have in my Discord a quick plug there. If anyone wants to join my Discord, someone can drop an exclamation point Discord. But I have a channel ideas section. If anyone has any game requests, they could always put it there too. So, to answer you, Wild, Metroid, Zelda, and more Pokemon. Probably. My Wii Sports was more of a game to explain how the Wiimote works. True. Yeah, this way people can get their pre-orders in. Oh, and I didn't up the counter there. Pro tag design in ZA. That I didn't really think about, Snivy. That I didn't take a close look at them. Yeah, Betrayed. Thank you for that. Thank you. Yeah, it's nice to be back. Nice to know I still got some support here. Actually, streaming Wilds will be interesting because most of the time when I've streamed the game off my PC, the game itself will run at 144 frames perfectly fine because I have such a beefy PC. But Wilds, the one time I launched that, it was running at 60 without any kind of streaming. So with streaming, that might be interesting. They look older than Serena and Clem, which makes sense. Okay. Oh, Simon Fan beat you to it. Let's see if it pops up. Oh, nope. Data's came first. And then Snivy right behind. Oh, those are pretty cool, yeah. Oh yeah, AZ is a giant. Well, he was a giant in the 3DS games too, so that's nothing new. He's twice your size in that game. Wasn't expecting that tall. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, you never expect someone to be like 9 feet tall in real life, especially when at least most humanoid characters in Pokemon are pretty normal size. Still trying to get Helix Fossil? Is that in... Oh, are you like doing, what, Cerulean Cave Let's Go? Because I could trade you an Almost Star later, but that would still leave you Ammonite, so you might still need to do that hunt. Is Flower Pokemon this time? I mean, there was an event for it back in Gen 6, I think. Maybe it was scrapped, I honestly don't remember. But yeah, that would be really cool if we do get AZ's Floette, because that is a very unique Pokemon. The shiny one? Yeah, that could actually be a really cool reward for ZA completion. Instead of a shiny True Event Pokemon, a shiny AZ's Floette. I mean, we'll probably get something like that for ZA, but who knows what it'll be. Maybe it'll be... I don't know if Hoopa has been released yet, shiny, so it could be Hoopa for all we know. But there will probably be something if patterns continue. Probably going to be shiny locked. Well, yeah, if they do anything in-game, it's going to be shiny locked, but I'm talking about if they do a Pokemon Home tie-in. Because they have the Keldeo tie-in now, they have the Melton tie-in now, the Meloetta tie-in. So I'm saying there'll probably be something like that for ZA too. We just don't know what it is yet. If you want the male or female trainer this time, ooh, that would be cool data. Do a little experimentation. Hey Fritz, welcome on in. Hope we're doing well, bud. Yeah, Dex, you're not wrong there. Like, fashion was very biased towards the female characters until Gen 9 when the fashion options were just terrible all around. But in Gens like 6 through 8, the woman got so much better options. Depends on if there's outfit customizing. Yeah, well, there'll probably be something. Hopefully it's better than Scarlet Violet. Yeah, hopefully there's something there, Data. Serena was the main character of X and Y. I guess. I don't know, I feel like I have something to say that, but it's not really coming to mind right now, so I guess we can just leave it at that. What do you guys think of the Legends ZA trailer? Fritz, personally, I loved it. Like, I think it was a really good balance of giving us some information without spoiling too much. Because I really want to get my hands on the game, and I don't want too much information until that point. Which is a nice way of reminding us, like, oh, we have this game, we're cooking, let's go. The protagonist next to you are so bland. I mean, yeah, they're both pretty generic school kids in that one. Like, they'll always meet protagonists, but like they just felt like more generic school kids than usual that time around. You're not wrong, Snivy. Serena's the canon one according to the games. Okay. If AZ is nearing the end of his immortality, pretty old in XY, but looking at him now, he looks cleaned up, but he looks really old. Really hard de-aging. I mean, yeah, like, I guess my first reaction to that was, like, that's not how immortality works, but if you're just saying it's, like, maybe it's, like, a prolonged aging or something, that's different. So I see what you're saying now. But yeah, I don't think that'll be super relevant to the plot of ZA, at least. Like, I don't think that question's gonna get answered. Honestly, yeah, I don't know. I don't remember the plot of XY that well. Like, basically the gist of what I remember, there was a war, AZ did some questionable stuff to make his Flood immortal, and then Flood abandoned him. But I don't remember, like, with AZ specifically. Hey, Zo, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well. And yeah, hunt's going... I mean, we just started the hunt, so it's pretty solid right now. Like, obviously I can't complain yet. It's pretty it's just a pretty chill Arceus hunt. We'll get it in when we get it. Maybe we'll fail it because I'm trying to get it in an Apple Ball. But we'll see what happens. Maybe AZ was transported into the future like the characters in Legends Arceus. I don't think that was time travel. I feel like AZ like actually had to live and suffer through all those years. I think that's part of his character. So I actually disagree with you on that one. It won't be answered, though you have a feeling it'll be a secret final boss like Volo, but not evil. That would be pretty cool. Yeah, Zo, I do have a strat. Yeah, Zo, my strat's like, I've given this strat to a few other streamers, now I'm going to be using it myself. It's a Smeargle with Fling, Recycle, Lepiberry, basically, so I could just fling Lepiberries and Arceus to restore its PP, so at least it won't struggle itself. But yeah, I'm limited by my 14 Acro Balls, because that's the amount that were released in the event, so I don't want to break that. Join the Discord group thingy from the last time you streamed, Super Mystery Dungeon, don't have permission or something. Oh, Dex, yeah, to get permissions, you have to react to the rules. So make sure you read the rules, react to them, and then you should be set. Yeah, sorry I was gone for so long. I probably could have answered that sooner if you were there. Or if I was there, I should say. Part of his character, AZ, was just living those full years. Yeah, I agree, Data. Yeah, no worries, Dex. If you have any other issues after you react to the rules, just let me know. Happy to see... Oh, I didn't even notice Buddy was in the trailer. I guess that shows how much I noticed. But Rosette on her team would be pretty fun, yeah. Sword Valor, Tepic. Oh, so you have room for a grass type. Got you. can't be making Jet evil, though. I mean, I hope they get more creative with the plot, but honestly, who knows? Plot has never been Pokemon's strong point after Gen 5. Or before Gen 5, for that matter. Just like, Gen 5 was really solid plot, and then it kind of dropped off again. Giovanni, Lucamine, Rose, Lysander. I'd call Giovanni more of a mob boss. Like, he wasn't running any kind of ethical business like the other three were. Or at least on the surface, ethical business. Yeah, let me think about the rest. Yeah. So it's probably just those three. It's Volo the Snake. Dang. He just manages to make it all the way to ZA. That'll be pretty wild. Yeah, that's a fair point, Data. He did have a bit of power as a gym leader, although that's not much of a business. Like, if anything, it's giving stuff away to children on their gigantic treasure hunt. And he was also almost never at the gym. Yeah, Volo just makes a cameo in every Legends game, no matter the timeline. Exactly. One game he's just like, why is it always a freaking kid? Wait, are you talking about Giovanni or Volo there? Because I could see that going either way. Technically, he ran the game corner. Actually, that's a fair point, Dex. I didn't even think about that, but... Hard to call the game corner ethical, but... Yeah, that is a business. Both, why not? Dang. Hey, Shuriken, welcome on in. Hope we're doing well, bud. Mega Lucario being shown in the first Mega reveal is a reference? Oh, shown first? Oh, reference to it being the first, like, Mega you see in XY, something like that? Yeah, you are correct, Data. It's Mega Lucario is the very first Mega you get to control. And it's not like any Megas are fighting you before then, so it's basically the first Mega in XY. You might get the stones for the starters first, but you can't use the stones for the starters before the Lucario tutorial. Best believe you're gonna shine into Megas, you go for it, Data. Yeah, I don't know what my Shiny Mega collection is, honestly. I have Shiny Mega Ampharos, I know, because I got that back in XY days. That was one of my first Shinies ever, if not my first. But beyond that, I don't really have much. new gen style shiny Mega Absol, Mega Gardevoir, Mega Ampharos. Yeah, those would be epic data. And hey, thanks for the 14 likes. We got the YouTube nicking the creator's number by 1 again, but thank you for the 13, 14 likes, everyone. It's much appreciated. Mega Apps also gained the Fairy typing. Yeah, it gives that vibe, and it would make it a lot stronger, too. And it has Magic Bounce, which is kind of in that same sphere of, like, magical abilities. It would be very fitting for that Mega. Like, heck, that would be a really cool retcon if they just give ZA Absol Fairy typing. Or ZA Mega Absol, at least. See them working that into it. Yeah, like, just, like, repeated exposure to the Mega Bracelet gave it the Fairy type. Why not? Will they even have abilities in ZA? Very good question, Dex. I have no idea. And granted, we only have one game to base it on, which is Legends Arceus, so we can't really make a pattern yet. But if we base it on that, there will be no abilities. And they're changing up the battle system enough that they'll have to rework abilities pretty considerably if they want them to work for the anime dodge style battles. So much you want shiny. Oh yeah, Mega Gyarados is sick. End up with an entire team of Megas? Hey, nothing wrong with that. Whatever you have fun with. Not like Mega X. Oh, Manga X. Oh yeah, I haven't really read the Pokemon manga, so I don't really get the reference. Like, after Gen 1 at least, I haven't read the manga. I know that plot pretty well, but after that, it goes over my head. Mega Evolve all his Pokemon on the fight with Lysander. Okay, that's kind of busted. Part of the limitation of Mega Evolution is that you can only do it to one Pokemon at a time. So that's a little nonsensical. Hey, Fire Sparks, welcome on in. Can't wait to use Chikorita. It's your favorite Gen 2 starter. Oh, heck yeah. Glad they're giving it some love then. Oh, it did rob his sanity? Got you, Data. Got you. be a underground level in ZA. That would definitely make sense. It would be a place to catch poison types for sure. And I mean, it's not even unheard of for Pokemon cities to have sewer systems, like Castelia had one in Black White too. So that'd be a really cool addition, Draconified. Posavolo has an extra member or two. Dang. Once you get there, I'll have a better explanation of what happened. Gotcha, Data. An Arceus be Shiny BDSP? Yes, Fire Sparks. It's a 1 in 4096 chance on the dot. So Shiny Charm and everything else, absolutely no effect on this hunt. But it's not Shiny locked at the very least, so it's just base odds. And you'll see at this screen if it's shiny or not. So it wasn't shiny there, so I can reset. You need to save the Master Ball for it. A lot of people do that. Oh, first let me say bye to Data real quick. Sounds like you're heading out, Data, so hopefully you have an absolutely wonderful day, but thank you for popping in. It was great seeing you again. Take care, and I hope to see you on the next one. But yeah, Fire Sparks. A lot of people do save the Master Ball for this hunt, although my plan is to not Master Ball it. There was a pre-release event for this game where there were 14 Aqua Balls given to you. I didn't claim that specific event, but I emulated that event space. So basically, I have the same exact 14 Aqua Balls, and my goal is to get Arceus in one of those 14 Aqua Balls. $14. Oh, it's like the Apricorn balls, like Dragonified. Do you remember the Pokeballs, like the Love Ball, the Friend Ball? I'm talking about those. I have exactly 2 of each of those Apricorn balls. So I have exactly 14 chances to catch a shiny Arceus in one of those special balls. Gen 6 fossil Pokemon will be obtained. You know, that's a good question. I mean, yeah, because we don't want to have access to the Glittering Cave or whatever that's called, where you get the fossils in the XY base game. Maybe some scientists will just bring them over or something. I honestly don't know. And I also thought of one detail that I'm glad I thought of now. Oh yeah, Dex, that's more than fine, yeah. And self-promo is mostly for, like, YouTube, Twitch content, specifically, like, other video streaming content. Like, you're more than welcome to talk about, like, artwork and things like that here. It's like a artwork channel. You could definitely, you don't even need to go to self-promo channel for that. You could just go straight to the art channel for your artwork. And Dragonify, I have not decided yet. That'll probably be a, if it happens, I'll figure it out on the spot. Because I don't know what I'm going to do in that situation. Because I really want the flex of having Arceus in a special ball. Like, well, a legit Arceus in a special ball, I should say. You hope they add the trade items and how they... How they fiction back... Oh, how they function back for ZA, since Phantom and Pumpkaboo need to be traded. Yeah, I really hope they bring back the Link Cable. That would be really good for all those trade evolutions, too. And if they bring back any other trade evos, too. And yeah, Drake, honestly, this is a pretty impulse thing. So I have a strat, so I'm not worried about getting it down to 1 hit point and sleeping it. That I can do. So to maximize my odds. But if it doesn't get into 14 balls, that'll probably be an on-the-spot decision if I reset. Because I had that, I have not decided. I do have plenty of other balls, including probably my Master Ball still, but I would prefer not to use them. Yeah, and as some of my regulars know on the channel, I am not shy about resetting over shinies, especially if I'm doing SOS chains. I will body a shiny if it gets in my way. Yeah, we just gotta hope it gets into one of those 14 balls. Oh, hey, Dex, if that's you that just posted some, that stuff looks really cool. Good for you, bud. You're a great artist. Hey, Matt, welcome on in. Hope you're doing well, bud. Arceus or like yellow thing, I wish. If this thing could just like dunk itself in some yellow paint, I'd be very happy. Getting close to funny number. Yeah, who knows? I don't think I've gotten a funny number shiny yet, ever. And it's probably not going to be Arceus considering the odds, but it'd still be pretty funny. Remove recoil moves from Mons and ZA. Oh, Dex, there's actually a pretty cool quirk on the catching system. It's, what's it called? Yeah, I think there's a thing in the trailer where you can actually, like, knock out Pokemon in the wild and then catch them easier once they're at 0 health. I don't know how that system works at all, but I feel like the trailer implied that, so that would actually be pretty cool if they did that. Driving home from the store. Oh, yeah, Matt, you were doing... Well, there were a couple things when you were doing your stream earlier. What? I hope the AC thing's figured out first and foremost. And you also got, like, a card order or something? Hope that went well. Two shiny Goomies. One is the Sicilian version. The other will be the normal version. Ooh, nice Fire Sparks. Get the Sarah going for one of each Goodra then. Coming small for another quote. Got you. And no funny number Arceus. But yeah, glad you at least know the issue with the AC. It sounded expensive, so I hope it doesn't eat into your bank account too much, but it's inevitable. You're going to need that for the summer for sure. The fainting thing, forgot about it, but it better counts if they knock themselves out. Yeah, I have no idea how that system's gonna work, but it's at least a really nice touch. Picked up cards and Prismatic Universe packs finally. Ooh, nice, Matt. Nice. And groceries for dinner. Ooh, yum. What you making? Hunting so long. Persona games are your 100-hour games. You know, if you're a GED, haven't had time. Gotcha, Snivy. Yeah. Most of my gaming... Well, I took a break from gaming for a little while because I had, like, college auditions and all of that. And since I got back into gaming, it's actually mostly been Pokemon, surprisingly enough. Up the counter again. But yeah, so, like, a lot of just, like, helping other... Not mostly for myself until recently, but just helping other people out in Pokemon. Luckily, you rent, so it's not our bank account. Oh, that's good. Shiny Fletchling and Shiny Palpitoad. Oh, heck yeah, Fire Sparks. That's awesome. Kobe beef burgers on brioche buns with onions, peppers, cheeses, and cilantro blend. Think you could wire some of that my way? Think it would manage to, like, survive a transfer over the internet to my house? Being homeschooled makes it a bit less stressful. Oh, gotcha, Snivy. Gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, that sounds like a really good meal, though, Matt. Hope you enjoy it. Furfrou in its star form. Ooh, that'll be fun, Fire Sparks. Bring that... Yeah, Furfrou is coming back, and we actually have the Salon too, so... If you wanted to, you could probably even get a shiny Furfrou and ZA and use whatever the Salon is there to get in whatever style you want. Like, we can finally style Furfrou soon, which will be amazing. Like, perfect for anyone who wants, like, a Form Dex. Get Furfrou in whatever game you can. Transfer to ZA and then style it there. Hopefully it stays in game, though, if you style it in ZA. Yeah, a lot of what-ifs that I'm really excited to hear the answers for. Furfrou and Shiny and Pogo, luckily. Ooh, nice, Matt. So how does that... Like, I got my Shiny Furfrou and Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, and I didn't bother with the styling for that. But how does that work in Pogo if you get it there? Can you, like... Does it start in one style and catch... And, like, would you catch, like, a blue star Furfrou in that and it would just stay that forever? Or could you change it? Shiny Gengar, so you might have a Shiny Mega Gengar team. Oh, heck yeah, Fire Sparks. That would be epic. And Dex, I hope not. I absolutely adore the Mystery Dungeon series. It hasn't gotten much love recently, but I hope it's not outright retired. I really want to see... Well, people didn't like Super Mystery Dungeon that much, which I find very strange, because I love that game. But I really hope that it comes back with passion on Switch 2. Shiny Scatterbug and Pogo a while ago. Heck yeah, Dragonified. Furfrou form only lasts for a few days. Interesting. Yeah, I've never experimented with that system, so I don't know. Catch in base forms, spend 26 candy to change forms whenever. Oh, so Dex, you're talking about XY for a few days, and then Matt is Go. Some forms are event exclusive. Oh, dang. So I doubt the event exclusive forms are coming to ZA, but at least the basic forms, those are probably coming back. Do hope Chikorita gets a Mega. Wouldn't mind getting a new form. Yeah, I mean, Chikorita is almost certainly getting something. What that something is, I don't think anyone who outside of Game Freak knows yet. But it's probably getting something. got 675. And no shiny. Okay, and we got a few people here since the last time I talked about this. So, in the title I have Arceus Checks or Zygarde DAs. So, I'm doing Arceus Checks right now because there wasn't a lot of interest in Zygarde DAs, but if we can get at least 2 other people, I'm willing to switch to Zygarde DAs, and in fact, I have a demigod bath that I'm trying to proof out, so if we get at least 2 more people, I'd be willing to give that a shot. Have a shiny Drifloom? Heck yeah, Fire Sparks. Yep, Zygarde DAs. It's actually the same path as last night, but just with Pelipper because neither of us could take that Pelipper because it was in slot 3. It's a path, you don't know if it's godly. I mean, it has all the makings of a god path, like, or at least a demigod path, I should say. Because it's got plenty of ice coverage, it's got that Wigglytuff, and it's got Wide Guard. Which is like the basics of a Wide Guard god path. It doesn't have anything that outright breaks it, so the fight's a little slow in Zygarde, but it gets the job done. Like, I haven't failed a single 4-player with randoms. Who have no, like, I have no means of communicating with them. I just pull up some randoms on the DA search, and they managed to get through it fine. Does Nintendo renew the free online trials or no? I don't think they do, Dex. I don't think they do. Yeah, I think you have like that 2-week trial, but once you use that up, you're done. Protera from Legends Arceus. Ooh, nice Fire Sparks. Most of my shinies are from Legends Arceus. That's pretty normal, Fire Sparks. That is pretty normal, just because the shiny odds are so good in that game, and you have the shiny jingle in that game, which makes it really easy to locate them. Or at least know that one's in the vicinity, so you're like, oh! Or at least if you have a radar up in your ear, it's like, oh, shiny. And then you just look around until you find it. Copy of Shield, you had a God Path, but NPCs kept messing it up, took a while to finish. Yeah, that's kind of how it went for my offline God Path for Zygarde. Because I do have a Zygarde shiny already, I will say that. But the first one I got was an offline God Path that actually had 2 Wide Guarders. And, like, I brought the ice coverage and let the NPCs handle Wide Guard. But they would screw up the Wide Guard duty. So I would still fail, like, half the time. Yeah, you would need the DLC for DA's decks. You would need the DLC to participate. You really like shiny Chatot. I don't hear much love for that one. Yeah, that's pretty solid shiny now that I think about it. I agree with Matt. Like, the DLC, well, DAs are worth it, I think. If you're not interested in DAs, don't get the DLC. But I think, in my opinion, DAs make the DLC worth it alone. The rest of the DLC is kind of meh, but DAs are amazing. Yeah, Dex, sorry, but it doesn't sound like you at least have the means to participate today, which is a bit of a bummer. And yeah, don't force yourself to invest in it either. I don't want to force anyone to invest in the DLC or the online if they can't or just don't want to. Just a fun little thing if anyone has the ability and wants to try it out. Wonder if Mega Rayquaza will be a thing in ZA. Yeah, they haven't... Well, they revealed some of the ORAS Megas, so... It's not like they're going to be excluding those. But in terms of Rayquaza specifically, because it's such a legendary Mega, I don't know. Guess it's just another one of those what-ifs that we'll have to wait and see. Alright, 82. Will we get it? Nope, that's okay. Ten Pokemon. Shiny and Mega Evolve? Ooh, nice. Yeah, I know a few people who are doing like the whole... I think the number's like 47 or 48. I don't know how Diancie counts into that because that's such a weird one. But yeah, trying to get all the Mega Evolutions or the Mega Evolvable Pokemon ready for ZA. So that's a really fun little project for them. I don't know if you're interested in doing that, if you're a shiny hunter or you just like collecting shinies as they pop. It's like whatever you have fun with. I know shiny hunting can get very tedious at times. Like I only like doing it when I have people to talk to like right now. Through the slogfest of BDSP. Hate how the friendship mechanic is baked in. So you're trying to do it without the friendship mechanic. Okay, Dex, to get around the friendship mechanic, there should be an herb dealer. Or whatever the bitter medicine dealer is. That'll drop your Pokemon's friendship every time you use that, so... Instead of potions, hyper potions, use those healing items. That'll help get rid of the friendship mechanic. And then with Hoenn Bonds, I don't know how to help you there. Shiny Camerupt is your fire type for ZA. You know if you didn't have your shiny Gengar, you might have used a Sableye as your Mega. Gotcha, Fire Spark. Sounds like you got a few options there. Hopefully you find one that you love. And Dex, I actually don't know because I never use that shop, but let me look it up for you real quick. Let me see. Bitter Medicine BDSP. you can catch them. Oh, so you're set on those. Got you. Special herb shots. Okay, it looks like it's somewhere in Eternity City. That's the furthest I'll look it up without distracting too much on stream, but it looks like... Take a look around Eternity City, which is before Friendship really starts kicking in, and it should be somewhere in there. So yeah, I think I want a somewhat normal evening for me, so I might aim for 15 more checks and then call it, get to a nice even 100. I think that'll be a pretty solid ending point, but I think this has been a really fun stream. I'm glad I did this. Glad all of you decided to pop in. Great seeing every single one of you again, so thank you for spending a bit of your time with me. I really appreciate all of you. We got a Legends game of Cohen or Alola. Alola would actually be really cool because they have the 4-island system in that region. So there's a lot they could do with that. Just like instead of like the Cobalt Coastlands, it's just an island. Like an entire island, which would be really epic. You want to be at BDSP Shiny Arceus and True Cynthia as hard as people say? Oh, Dex, get ready for the Elite Four in this game. Like, I would say most of the game isn't that hard just because they have the built-in experience share, so you get overleveled pretty easily until the Elite Four. But the Elite Four actually has competitive teams in the remake. Like, Lucian's Alakazam in particular has a habit of wrecking me. Hope they add skip cutscenes to ZA. I mean, it's nice for a first playthrough to have them, but I agree. Like, I played through Sword Shield, or at least most of Sword Shield pretty recently, and I definitely took advantage of skipped cutscenes in that. I did not want to watch all of them again for, like, my 5th playthrough of it. Just because my sole objective was getting far enough in the game to get the Shiny Charm. Thanks, Lork Snivy. I appreciate you. A super attack and reload, which did 8k damage. Dang. Yeah, I don't know the Persona's hit point system, but if it's anything like Shin Megami Tensei, hit point stats are in like the hundreds, maybe the low thousands if it's a boss. So that sounds pretty nuts. Gotta run, dinner, and then a meeting. Hey, Matt. Glad to see you back, too. Hope you have an absolutely wonderful dinner. Hope the meeting doesn't take too long, and hope you have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. One fun to see go live. Nice surprise. Yeah, Snivy. Like, it was actually pretty impulse thing for me too. Like when I woke up this morning, I didn't have the thought of, oh, I'm gonna be streaming today. But hey, sometimes impulses work out for the best. I'm not saying you should always be impulsive, but sometimes it's fair to follow them. Now, we may not be rewarded by a shiny, but that's completely okay. Get the strength to make it through BDSP. Get Arceus using Premier Ball. Nice. Good luck when you get to it. Because I know you got it in you to get to it, Dex. I know you got it in you. Oh, what happened there? In the meantime, let me check something real quick, since we're starting to get to the wind down. Maybe. Let me try to keep it on the counter too. A hunt to do an SV, you want to get back to shiny hunting? Go for the Jumbo Lapras. Like, you could take my Lapras and then your Lapras, and they could be little siblings. And there's the Lapras hunt going on, I think, so that should be a pretty easy one to get your feet wet. Yeah, little baby Lapras siblings. Dropping the game, it's so boring. Yeah, Platinum was a great game. Yeah, well, Diamond was the first game I beat legit as a kid, so I have a soft spot for that reason alone. But yeah, Gen 4, I can definitely see the flaws in it. Yeah, and actually let me check something else, because I don't even know if I have. I probably came up with something back in the past, but I forget what it is. Well, if I did come up with something, I didn't put it in commands. Alright, last check. Let's see if we get lucky with the shiny. Yep, we're gonna end at 100 on the dot decks. And yeah, I think we got enough people for like maybe a medium raid. I don't know. 777. I'm getting a screenshot of that. Draconified. That is epic. Before we do this check, I'm getting a screenshot of that. You better get the shiny for the 777 now. Great. Screenshot saved. And last check in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hey, thanks to 16 likes too, y'all. Much appreciated. Now let's see if number 100 is shiny. I'll see you all in the next one. Before you guys start heading out, I'm curious. Do you feel like doing a mini raid today? Because I'm kind of torn. I don't know if I want to do one or not. Because I got a couple people I could potentially raid. Who would be interested in going on one today? Got Dragonified, we got Snivy. Yeah, sure, why not? You're both good viewers. I think you'll like this guy too. Pretty chill shiny hunting vibes. He's massive, so he might not drop my link, but I'm honestly okay with that. I just want to show him some love. Send some good viewers his way. You'd watch? Alright, yeah, that's perfect then. If all y'all are coming, I'll definitely do a little raid then. So, Dragonified. You might remember, because this is what I was trying to find. Do you remember what our raid tag used to be? Because now we could just go in with like a pretty generic Pirate Hunter raid. I don't have a problem with that. Nope. Okay, that's fine. I could try and figure that out for the next time. But for today, we'll go in with the hashtag Pirate Hunter Raid. Please use the tag once and only once because he's a really chill dude. We do not want to spam his chat. Oh, Snivy, that's exactly right. Yeah, Pirate Plunder. So let me retract that. Yeah, thank you, Snivy fan. Or Snivy. So we'll go in with the hashtag Pirate Plunder. So yeah, please use the tag once and only once because you don't want to spam his chat. I'm going to try to go live more often. Hopefully give you guys a little more content. Like I said before, it'll probably be a little more variety. Like I said in Discord too, I'm leaning like maybe some Zelda, some Metroid, some Monster Hunter Wild, some more like variety RPGs rather than just exclusively Pokemon. Because I'm less concerned about the algorithm, more concerned about just having a good time. So that'll probably be what the channel turns into moving forward. But for now, while I have the Pokemon assets, we'll stick to Pokemon. But until then, thank you all for hanging out with me so much. I appreciate every single one of you. And I hope to see you all in the next one. Until then, take care and bye-bye.